Hey you guys, it's Lucinda Carroll with Crafting with Lucinda. So today I am working on another project, and as you can see I have my material already laid out on my Cricut mat, and this is my mat for fabric. Go ahead and show you that. This is actually a bandana that I picked up from Hobby Lobby, and I cut it down into 4 squares so it would fit on my mat. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out some tassels and make a tassel necklace. I know many of you have already seen the DIYs with this, so I'm going to jump on board and go ahead and create me another one, because I've actually created two. And I really did like the way they turned out. They needed a little bit more tweaking, so that's the reason why I'm going to do this video today, because sometimes some of our projects as a crafter, you know, are trial and error, and if we make a mistake with one, we start over and we make another one. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I do want to show you that I have cut some strips out already, and if you notice here on my computer, this is my Cricut design space, and all I've done here is I have went into my shapes, and I guess I should have probably done that prior to all of this, but I went into my shapes, and I'll come right here and point into my shapes, and I pulled up a square. And what I done was I just minimized it and stretched it out to where it would look like a strand. So on my mat, I can cut out maybe about 15, just depends. But I'm doing something a little different today. I've got them spaced out a little bit more, and hoping that this is going to resolve my problem. Because if you notice, some of the strands have strings hanging from them. You see that? It looks like my fabric is unraveling. And I'm wondering if it is because I had my strands too close together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them up a little bit, give a little bit more space in between. And hopefully this is going to solve my problem. But in the meantime, I'm going to cut this out. Of course, you know, I'm using my Cricut machine. I've just recently been turned on to doing some projects with fabric, and I'm actually absolutely loving it. I have done a video already with fabric earrings that I made with my Cricut Maker. So if you haven't seen that video, please go back to my channel and take a look at it. I think you'll really find it helpful. So let's get this started. So after my Cricut machine has finished cutting, this is what it looks like when I actually pull it apart. And to be honest with you, it does look a whole lot better. It looks like the cuts are a whole lot better. Doesn't have a whole lot of strings hanging from it. So what you're going to do at this point is you're going to lift your pieces up, and I've already started down here with kind of laying out how I'm going to do my tassel. And what you want to do is you just want to lay them crisscross and just go around in a circle. I mean, to be honest with you, as far as how many you want to cut out, I guess it's just going to depend on you and how thick you want your tassel to be. The last two that I made, I done probably about 20 of the cutouts, and so this time I think I've maybe doubled that. So I'm going to make it a whole lot thicker this time. So it just all depends on how thin or, you know, how thick you want the tassel to be. Depends on how many you want to cut out. But once you've got everything cut out and you've got it laid out, and I'm going to pause this video and come back, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when I get it on a ring. So you'll actually see the tassels together once I pull it up. But again, once you start laying it down, just crisscross, you know, go in different directions, because, you know, when you look at a tassel, they're all hanging different ways. But hold tight, and I'll be back. All right, you guys, so I'm back, and here is my finished project, my tassels. I think it turned out really cute. I will share this with you. You see the little strings that I'm having an issue with on my fabric? I took some of the fabric stiffener and mixed a little bit of water with it, and I soaked all these in that mixture. So I'm going to go back in and kind of cut off the strings that are hanging, the little loose strings like this. And once I do, I'm hoping that when this completely dries, that it's going to solve my problem with the little strings wanting to unravel. But I did YouTube it, and I did see a couple people say that if you mix fabric stiffener along with a little bit of water and soak your material in it and let it dry, that this would solve that problem. So I'm going to let this finish drying, but as you can see, I've already got it hooked to a necklace, and I really like how this turned out, you guys. Doesn't look too attractive right now, but but you get the gist of it. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, where I am posting or putting up videos at least once a week, if not once a week, every 2 weeks. All right, you guys, thanks. Have a good day.